I think I just want to echo what Dan just said. Like no one of the tools that you will probably see today, or any of the things that we've built, is like the comprehensive solution. This is going to be something that you have to compose your own solution for. So definitely like try all these different things, different approaches. So I'm going to just talk really quick about BOTKIT, the thing that I built and is powering some of the more successful bots out there right now. I'm Ben Brown. I run Howdy.ai. It's a Slack bot and bot building tool. This is a quote that I made up. Making bots should be fun and easy and not too technical. I think that's an important thing. Like the people who build bots are not all going to be hardcore software engineers or AI people. They're coming from web development or mobile app development and things like that. So, and I think we have an opportunity to sort of improve the way these things are made. So that's why we built BOTKIT. I just want lots of bots out there. I want bots to be ubiquitous. So BOTKIT, really what we focus on with BOTKIT is like, can you get your bot up online on Slack or on Facebook or on Twilio or Kik and things like that very, very quickly, so you're talking to your like magical robot friend. Like that's the coolest thing that you can do. And I think we're fairly successful. We get tweets like this all the time, like this guy just started coding and he's like 2 months in using BOTKIT, building bots. People are like saying like, oh, I have so much fun doing this stuff. Like it's a JavaScript framework. These people are that they're talking about. They're having fun. And then there's like tons and tons of stuff out on Medium and all over the place that are like example apps in BOTKIT and like how to do BOTKIT stuff. So there's a lot of resources out there already for BOTKIT. So you can build bots right now for Slack, Facebook, and Twilio IP messaging. Here's the details. So you can just npm install BOTKIT. You can clone it from GitHub. There's a ton of example code in the repo that will like literally you just get a token from Slack, run this app, it's online. Same thing for Facebook and Twilio. So this is how we basically boil it down, right? Bots do basically three things. They hear triggers. That could be like a pattern, or it could be an event, or it could be a file being uploaded. They reply to messages, so simple replies like I say hi, the bot says hi, and then they conduct conversations. Multiple messages, questions and answers going back and forth. To do that, it seems fairly simple, but like to do that, you have to do all of these things before your bot comes online, right? And each platform is very slightly different and kind of a pain in many ways to get these things started. For example, Twilio has like 5 different API tokens that you need to get before you can, get your thing online. You have to configure all this stuff, blah, blah, blah. So BOTKIT takes care of all of that stuff. It provides the web server, it provides the webhook endpoint, it does the OAuth, it does the dealings with the APIs, it provides tools for pattern matching, it has plugins to tie into wit.ai and Lewis and API.ai for natural language. It does all of that stuff and sort of moves it into the background so the developer can focus on building a user experience and building the application that they want to build. So this is like a Hello World BOTKIT app. And this is like the most verbose setting because this is Twilio with its 5 keys. So like that's all of the code. You run this app, it's online, it's talking to Twilio and sending, receiving messages. It's just a Hello World thing here, but you can see that it's fairly straightforward. So I'm just going to dive into a couple of these little things. So bots, like I said, bots hear things. So in BOTKIT, we have a hears function, and you pass in the thing that it hears, and that can be a set of patterns. It can be intents that you want to match. It can be any matter of things. And then there's the second parameter there is like what type of message that is. So message received is basically any message. You can also have like in Slack, you could have a direct message. You could have a mention like @bot so-and-so. You can have things like ambient messages, which are messages that are not directly to the bot. And that's it. So you build your here's pattern, and now the bot is going to respond to those things. You see none of the other messages that don't match these patterns. You don't have to deal with them, which is particularly important in Slack, where you receive a fire hose of messages. So there you can see reply. So the bot replies to that message, right? So somebody said something, and the bot says got it in this example. Very, very simple. Here's an example of this conversation. So a message comes in, same thing, right? Somebody said something, and we're going to start a conversation, say, oh, hello, what is your name? And there's an ask function. So what does that do? It like sends the message and then waits for the person to respond. And instead of having to deal with that response and connect it yourself to the question that you asked, many of the same people who organized this are involved in our event called Talk About. It's a 2-day series of talks from bot makers and people who are enthusiastic about bots, and a day of workshops where we're going to get really, really technical about this stuff. We have some super awesome speakers, including the founders of ActiveBuddy, which was a bot from the early aughts, one of whom is going to be here today. People from Purple, people from Polstring, Darius Kazemi, who's a Twitter bot maker, and about 15 other people. And we'd love to, if you guys want to talk to me. We have a submission form on our website, talkabout.ai. That's it.